You know, I heard Dr. Segura and I thought to myself, this is the crowd that you come to the day you have to remember about the power of people. And you know, I do remember Dr. Noguera a long time ago. I walked for him when he ran for school board in Berkeley. But there was a time where the UC was involved in apartheid and someone said we should stop that. There was a time where, you know, 25 years ago, California voters supported 187, and then people said we should stop that. And there was a time when I was born in 1968 where California was 5th in the nation. 5th in the nation in investing in school. And, you know, when I went to Cal, I'm the daughter of Mexican immigrants who met at Stevenson Middle School, but as a first-generation learner, college graduate, California was a place of opportunity. California was a place where we believed when we told people, work hard, be good, and yes, the opportunity is you. So I am certain today, I'm with the people that want to make sure we keep the doors open. The class of 2019 have lived graduation light, okay, education light. They experienced California when we were 49th in the nation, and if you think about the cost of living, you know we were dead last. How is that possible on our watch? So today, the conversation really is about how do we learn? How do we learn and what choice are we willing to make? So I believe LA Unified is leading the great transformation with the solution of interrupting poverty, ending homelessness, and eradicating illiteracy in urban America. That's what we do in our schools. So we have 80% kids who come from free and reduced lunch, 91% kids of color. Let's agree that most people, after racial segregation was interrupted with Mendes versus Westminster, right? Some people decided to choose out. So there's rules for that kid and my kid. And in LA Unified, we have worked to make it good enough for my kid. Can you, a person of choice, of privilege, choose to invest in public education? And you know, today when we think about homelessness, when we think about any challenge in our environment, wherever you live, right? We agree that there is solution and it takes all of us. So I come humbly today to a place that gave me opportunity to surround myself with believers. And I think each of you can tell a story of how you have been either invested in or you have been investing for a long time, and we choose education. Because schools are real when we do it right. The class of 2019 is not waiting for adults to make excuses of why it's hard for them. It's hard. It's hard, but it's harder if you're doing it alone. So I have to say, whether you're a bear or a baby bear, our kids want to be you. Our kids want to be you. Our CSU, I'm with the chancellor and the president here on who, like California, we know how to invest and stop and make government spending smart. Government must work. Government must work. And therefore, the call to action really is, you have been helping us close the digital divide. You have been helping us close the gap in our system. We are not all wrong that we need a workforce that works. We need an economy that makes a difference in LA and California and the planet. And let us be clear, the most precious resource, the class of 32 comes into our system next year. So today, LA Unified, every classroom is wired. Today, LA Unified, Dr. Gibson's going to tell you, 400,000 devices in the schools, but it's not just about invest in a thing. It's invest in a relationship, in a belief system, in a mindset. So we together get to decide, are we going to change the world and change that opportunity and live the promise that we make? And I believe in the America not yet, right? So this year, women celebrate 100 years of the women's right to vote. And there's a crazy conversation from some people, they went to school, they didn't, but they lost their way when they think America is better with separation and alienation. And I just didn't learn that, right? I just didn't learn it's better to leave some people behind. I just didn't learn that. I went to freedom schools and they said if you came on civil rights, if you came for a day, good. If you came for a week, thank you. If you came for a lifetime, please take care of yourselves. We need you. So I look around the table and we've done a lot of work together. We are on the line. California must move forward, and God bless America, the intellectuals, the leadership. We need to be louder and learners. When 45% of LA Unified voters do not understand, right? That means we all have to learn to talk differently about what we do. It's happening at Horace Mann, it's happening at Mendes High School. Garfield High School today is a California district school. That is not true of 15 years ago. They had 3% of their kids A through G, C or better. Today it's upwards of 60. So our kids are ready, and they're gonna change the world. And the question for adults in the room is, are we gonna help them, yes or no? So technology is necessary, it's not an option. Right? But more than technology, it's the relationship, it's the belief system, it's the system conversation to address the talent that is dying to exist. We must lead, friends. It's 2019, June, we are at UCLA, we are surrounded by greatness. It is our turn to lead, and so I'm inspired by all of you showing up today. Gracias.